destiny. With prayer, faith, and work, you can walk these streets without fear. Happy Monday morning. Happy Monday morning. Today, we're going to have prayer. And right after that, we are doing think. But I have a message, and I have something to say. I'm just going to give a couple more minutes for a couple more people could come in here, and you all can hear what I got to say. I have, during this time, I always talk about what's on my mind, and usually I give the people who come in early a preview on what I'm going to talk about on Think this Monday. But today is going to be a little bit different. Something came on into my spirit, and I always, and you notice what I say at the beginning of all my programming, I say, I surrender all of me to the Creator. And sometimes with me, most of the time, I have my own personal agenda, but the Creator takes over and leads this program. All right, God lead this program. Let me get rid of these lights right here that's on me. All right. Waiting for people. We're waiting for a couple more people. Oh, there's a couple of things I want to say. Getting right into this. All right. So, I'm very conscious of what I'm doing with this program. I told you that I have big plans. We'll be moving in the studio by the end of this week. Next week, we should be set up in our studio. Not set up, but in the baby steps of growing and developing this program. I decided to take this program 24/7. I'm going to be in and out every day doing something, building this community with prayer. I'm very conscious because I have a goal in my mind of where I want to achieve what I feel, make me personally feel like I really achieved this program, and is to get to 300,000 members, praying members. That's in my heart. That's my fleshly goal. And, sometimes I get a little discouraged. I'm never going to quit. But you know how our human emotions get into it. And I'm saying, I'm dragging my feet, blah, blah, blah. People not really feeling me, not praying, but me. It's not about me. I have absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm just a person that loves God, that loves to pray. And when you pray, you ain't supposed to be watching me. I'm not here to entertain. We're here to pray. And that's how I view it. But there are some programs that I watch. And I'm saying, this brother come on and, listen to him. And he talking about, he been on this and doing this for 15 years. I respect his program. I like his program. And, I was sitting there in my little pity party and listening to God. God said, well, check his membership. When I check his membership, we have more members than him. But he lock in more viewers than we do programming, but we have more membership. So I said, then I'm not doing that bad. I just have to be able to lock you all in, but we're praying, I don't have no drama stories, drama. And drama is what pulling the people to him. We're just about praying. I don't want to boo, And if I do that, it's join think. And our numbers and think are good. But get into what I really want to talk about right now. Actually, I got 10 minutes right before prayer, and I'm seeing people coming in. Listen, I'm going to speak this into existence. And you listen to what I say when I open up my programming. I says, with prayer, faith, and works, you can shape your destiny. With prayer, faith, and work, you can design how you want to be in this life. With prayer, faith, and work, you can walk these streets without fear. And that's where I'm coming in. I was just, before I came on here, I'm on here with my pastor, Dr. Bishop Gwendolyn G.J. Weeks. And every morning I come on and I'm working on my programming. I always see her walking and praying. You know, I don't catch her every day because I'm doing so much. But every time I'm on here, it just feels like I always catch her. So I'm talking to her because I want to bring her on, Ask the Pastor, because when I developed that program, Ask the Pastor, and you all know, all you all in here, I always preach. If you have any questions, you could go ask your pastor. So I built that program with her because she is my pastor. But she is a busy woman of God. She traveled and she is dedicated with all that she do. And she used to come on with me on What's on My Mind. I used to have to put her in a lunch, pre-record, tape these programs with her because she's so busy. And I'm her big brother. She used to rush me in her house because we taped it in her house. That's the only way I could catch her, and out because she always has something to do. So I know that she's very busy. But I see her in the morning walking and praying. And I keep on telling you about in our household with our mother and father, our mother put that into all the siblings. And she can't help it. And she walk in prayer. So you know I have a list in my description of everything, and also my brother-in-law, Bishop Leo Clifford Smith, which is our pastor here that we talk to. He's on at 5:15 in the morning. And I always catch her, but I catch her at different times. I catch her sometimes early, like something after 4, 5, and 6. So I'm texting her and say, what time specifically do you walk? Because I believe that you should have a programming called Walk with the Pastor in Prayer. And she texted me back or sent me a voice note. She said, oh, God must be talking to you because I'm feeling that in my spirit. I'm going back and forth with it, but I'm not committing to nothing because it's like a seed planted already in her. And God always shows you confirmation. And that was me texting her. I want to put her in my description because we all pray. I'm here with you all at 2 times a day. My invite is at 5 o'clock. I come in there with 5 minutes of prayer, inviting everybody to 8 a.m. live with prayer. My brother-in-law is at 5:15. So I thought she was at 6, and I'm trying to lock her in. But the most important thing that I want to bring to you all, that she is showing what I'm talking about. When you walk with the Creator in prayer and faith, you fear not walking these streets. Because she's out there 4:30 in the morning. She told me I walk at 4:30 in the morning, 5, 6, 7. All up in there, she's walking because I know because now I live in the Caribbean, but before I worked in the city. I told you I worked in government, and everybody used to stop me. Oh, I seen your sister, the pastor. I see her every morning walking and praying. And I said, hi, pastor. And she would stop and pray and talk with me, encourage me all up and down that strip in which she walked. And it just came to me. With prayer, faith, and works. With prayer, faith, and work, you can walk these streets without fear. And I'm encouraging you all of you all, especially from Bethel, walk with the pastor. As she walked these streets, tune in with her, pray with her. Pray protection, guidance, love, support with the pastor. So in the morning and evening, we can't get out and walk. Let's get up and walk with the pastor. Dr. Bishop Gwendolyn G.J. Weeks. She's on Facebook. You can look her up, joins, hit the likes when you see her, join her page, grow her page, and walk with her in the morning. She informed me that she don't walk every day. It's the morning when God inspired her to walk, she walk. Sometimes if she don't walk, you see her in the gym. And you can add that in the gym with the pastor. Prayer with the pastor. Ain't no telling where you might see her walking, working out, but she's always on mission doing God's work 24/7. That's her. So go join her page, Dr. Bishop Gwendolyn G.J. Weeks. You might find it under Gwendolyn G.J. Weeks without her title. To get to her Facebook page, join her, walk with her, pray with her in the morning, then come back and pray with prayer in this community at 8 a.m. And you cannot go wrong with prayer. And now I'm going to talk about, right after that, we got 2 minutes to go, on Think. I'm talking about how Donald Trump made a major move from losing the war to winning it. Right now, Donald Trump is winning the war. But he's trying to do all he can to sabotage his position. And I will explain all of this move and also what Iran needs to do to win this war and change. Because if she stay where she is now, she is losing. She was winning before, and she might be feeling herself as winning, but right now she's losing. Maybe she don't even know. But Donald Trump made a major move. I don't know if he came up with it or somebody came up with it, but I'm going to talk all about that right after this prayer at 8 o'clock. And it's prayer time right now. With prayer, faith, and works, you can shape your destiny. With prayer, faith, and work, you can design how you want to live. With prayer, faith, and work, you can walk these streets without fear. Why? Because God answer prayer. Our God, my God, your God, answer. He tell us he is our shepherd, and we shall not want. Think about that. there is no reason to want. And if you shall not want, you most definitely have no need. And God said he's all of that. He is that. So let's get ready to pray. Let's get this day started. I am so excited. I was just talking about, as we pray and we get ready to pray, I was just talking about my pastor, Dr. Gwendolyn J. Weeks. And I'm inviting you all to go to her page on Facebook and join her page. She walks in the morning. When I say walk these streets without fear, she walks these streets in the morning from where she is at to Bethel, to Judah, land of Judah. That's the name of our campus where Bethel's at. And she walks there in the morning and she praying. And she does it a minute. She don't pray the whole minute. I was speaking to her and she was telling me it's only for a minute, but God will expand all of that. But right now, let's also pray for her that God will keep her and guide her and strengthen her as she goes about his work. So let us pray right now. Creator, Alpha and Omega, first, last, and is. I love you, I honor you, I praise you, and I thank you, Creator. Creator, can you come and put your loving arms around humanity and hold humanity tight? Keep us from all hurt, harm, and danger, seen and unseen, known and unknown. Also, Creator. This is not Selfish Thursday, but I want to jump in here with a selfish prayer that I have. Creator, you know that I am my sister, my pastor, Dr. Gwendolyn J. Weeks. I am her armor bearer. And I want to pray that you, Creator, put a wall around her and keep her from all hurt, harm, and danger. Seen and unseen, known and unknown. Love her. Guide her. Be with her. Creator, just protect her. Protect her in all things at all times. Encourage her in all things at all times. Love her all the time and keep her. Creator, I was just speaking to her about walk with the pastor in prayer. Encourage that. Let that be part of the fruit from the mango tree. Let that be part of the fruit from the mango tree. Let her be fruitful in all things. Guide her, keep her, encourage her. Creator, guide her, keep her, encourage her in all things. And with humanity, guide all of us, keep all of us, encourage all of us, and we all love you. I surrender all of me to you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Yes, I got to pray for my baby sister. She is my sister, my pastor, my friend, my everything. Headache, bully. She's the only one that speaks to me that I can feel pressure all the time when we speak. You know, that talk with that one eyebrow up. Yeah, she does that to me. But she is my pastor and my sister. So let's talk about, think about President Trump. How he changed from losing the war to winning the war. I'm going to talk about many different things in this prism that we're going to talk about. When I say prism, it's the different views of looking at the same thing in true reality. Because truth is a personal thing, and everybody lives their personal reality. So their vision of the truth will be different to everybody. But I'm coming through social viewing of the situation on different levels. So I hope that you can follow this conversation, because it's going to be a little choppy up and down, but that's okay. For whatever part that you get, that was meant for you. So Donald Trump made a move. You know, my feelings is like this, because Iran is our country. The Iranian people are part of the lost tribe of Israel. Their actions have proven to me who they are. And they are God's people. From thousands and thousands and thousands, 10, 20, 30,000 back. America's only 400 years. Time. They've been God's people. Okay. So that in that conversation right there. But my president made me proud. I don't know if it was him or his aides or the think tank, but he changed the narrative. You notice on the news, they kept on saying, not in America, because American news, they can only say Donald Trump is winning and everything on America's side. You got to get out of that and watch world news, not BBC, anything out of England, about some third country that hate us. Listen to a different view. They used to say Donald Trump's losing the war. Not the battle, but the war. Because they were winning every battle to a certain point. Then it started to be like even. And then Iran was showing out. But Donald Trump made a move that changed all of that. When he said, I'm going to barricade. Stop sending rockets, stop trying to kill. But just sit and reevaluate. Just sit and just chill. That changed the narrative. That changed everything. Many times, you hear me say that you all, the people, you all that's listening to me, sometimes you need to step back out that comfort zone. Step back and evaluate everything. And that's what Mr. Trump did. He pulled out barricade and just watch and listen. He went from loser to winner. Why I say he's winning? Because Iran don't know what to do. Nowhere in their calculation of warfare, physically, mentally, or what aspect you want to put it, they was not prepared for Mr. Trump in his all of his glory. When was Mr. Trump in all of his glory? When he was on the I cannot pronounce the word. When he had his TV show with the interns, the apprentice, whatever he used to call it, begin with a P. That, when Mr. Trump was at ease, he was uncomfortable in his position because then he was totally in control. Remember his favorite saying, "You are fired." In that blockade, he's back in his chair, sitting comfortable, saying all kind of lies, and he has Iran like a puppet on the string. Iran is wanting to answer every allegation that Mr. Trump say, no matter how, whatever, Mr. Trump is sitting back. Throw some crap on the wall. Watch Iran. Jungle move. Seize a ship. Iran got to go answer and seize the ship. Whatever America do, Iran is trying to justify their next action. And they cannot win a battle or a war. The United States is lullabying everybody to sleep. She's winning. Now, there's two things that's going on. All right? So that's all I got to say on Mr. Trump winning. I'm going to go on to some other things. And I need you all to really follow me to go with this. I want to talk what Iran needs to do, but there's a monkey. There's a monkey running around that going to make all things difficult. And that is Israel. Israel is a bloodthirsty leech. She needs to kill, steal, and destroy, or she cannot survive. Israel, as it is in government and as it's set up right now, and not Israel itself, but the people who occupy Israel, who run in Israel, who call themselves Jews, because they're not Israelites. They are leeches, bloodthirsty leeches. All they've been doing since they got into power is kill, steal, and destroy. Palestine land, Palestine. Let's go look at it. And now they're into Libya. All right, I'm moving from that. That's the monkey in the room. Now back to Iran. I keep on saying to everybody here, I'm saying to all you all, this life that we are experiencing right now is theater. It's real to us. We're living it. We're going through the everyday toil. But it's theater. This is not what existence was supposed to be. Humanity and society have been stolen for the last 200 years. It only takes 60 years to make a lie the truth. They stole all our books of learning, and everything we are learnt and we are taught is a lie. We are conditioned to be this, and it's not natural. It's 100% man-made. The Antichrist is already here, and he is in his ruling of the earth. And the way he is ruling is making you drunk mentally in reality of existence, where you don't know what you don't know. You are living in an area of I don't know what I don't know, but I am existing in a false narrative which make our existence unnatural. But it's naturally true to all of us in our reality because we don't know that this is not real. So the Iranians are in there, and Mr. Trump understands the game. He is now toying with them. And I was watching this, humanity, but I'm watching it through a lens of clarity. And these are the questions that I come up with, which give me the answer through history, what I view things to be. I don't understand. If I am fighting for my existence, why would I, who want to live, will fight in a controlled area or in a controlled way of fighting? I don't understand it. Why would I? Because I'm not there, I'm not going through. So let's say if I was there, and if I was Iran, and I want to deal with one segment. So let's deal with this segment over here first. Palestine. They are God's people. They are down in the muck, in the mire. They are being killed, destroyed. And even in that, what makes them God's people, they say, I'm going to stand up. But I'm also going to say, my brother over there are being killed and destroyed. That also has to stop. And they made a difference. Even if it was just for a moment, that they could get clarity. Maybe that stop for that moment save one person's life, two person's life, three-person life. That's what I talk about. God, give me the ability to love myself, that I can love others. That's God. That's an act of God. And on that note, I will tell Israel, if you bomb and attack Lebanon, I will make Tel Aviv look like Palestine. Let me say it again. I would tell Israel one more mission in Lebanon. I have the capabilities, and I will make Tel Aviv, your capital, look like what you already done to Palestine. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You already attacked me twice when I'm sitting at the peace table. We are at war. No sugarcoated. We at war. You came and killed 167 little girls. You bombed our hospitals, our first responders. You bombed our places of education. I don't have to justify. I will not justify. I'm going to tell you, do one more. Do you? Without question, I will bomb Tel Aviv, capital. I don't care where the bomb. I don't need to explain what, who, what. Iran, stop talking. Put out a statement. Today, all the citizens of Tel Aviv, I'm giving you 24 hours to move out, because the moment Israel bombed Lebanon, the rockets are coming. So leave now or hold your peace. Leave now or hold your peace, because I will most definitely, if you bomb Lebanon, and even if you think you're coming over to Iran, what they said about me is true. I would devastate your country, and I don't need nuclear bombs. I'll devastate. There will be no more killing, stealing, and destroying. There is a new world power, world nuclear weapons here. And then I turn to the United States. United States, you attacked. You decided to kill a little girl's school and kill my children, my daughters. You waited for the parents of the children to go get their kids, and then you sent a second bomb. So I'm going to tell you, we are at war. We're at war. And as my right to defend myself, because I was at the negotiation table and you attacked me when we was at peace. Not once, not twice, but over and over and over again. Therefore, every country where you have an ambassador, an embassy. That land where that embassy is on, it is American soil. I'll say it again. Every embassy is American soil. We're at war. My mission is to destroy each and every embassy, army base, evacuate now. And if you think of any offensive action, I will sink your ships. They've all been tagged already. You know it and I know it. I will sink your ships with all of your citizens on it. That's exactly what Iran is not doing, which make me think theater, or they don't know how to win a war. They've been beat down. The United States gave Iraq chemical agents, which they put into bombs to kill Iran. And that's against Geneva, America. We want to call them terrorists. We want to call them bad people. But take a piece of paper and a pen and write down all what they have done to us. And then write down all what we have done to them. Add them up and see who is the terrorist. Be truthful. We claim that we got to go in there because they killed 40,000 of their citizens. But the United States ain't telling you that they gave guns to the agitators of that event beforehand, hoping to get that result. They gave the agitators guns and told them to mix in the crowd, shoot at the police so they could respond back and shoot in the crowd. Because you know in America, all the police have to say, I'm in fear of my life. And they could kill any American citizen and go home. So why are we looking over there and want to condemn their police officers for being in fear of their life? For we to have the excuse to go kill, steal, and destroy? Check this out. With all this destruction and killing, I'm moving to another lens, so you all don't know the transition. Who do the United States send to negotiate? Two realtors, agents, general contractors. That's who they sent over there to negotiate. And you know what they told Iran? You know why? Iran. See, this is another reason why I say this is theater. This is theater. The first time he sent his son-in-law and the other guy over there, They was talking about real estate, rebuilding. How them and the ruling class could get rich on buying the land, rebuilding it, and selling it and renting it out for the people. You see, the Antichrist is in play. This is through another lens. He needs the populations. He needs the populations to move to the city, burial ground. If we get all the population living in the city, they are in prison. Everybody that lives in a major city is in a death camp and in prison to comfort, stuff, needs. Because if I'm in a city of 4 or 5 million or a million and more, and if the electricity go out, only lead to death. No access to money. No running water. The food is going bad. There's no gasoline. And there is no law and order. Death. How long can a city go without electricity and survive? The Antichrist is in motion of world dominance. That's why he's here for. And he's moving into that. Every single thing that goes on. Can you see it? You block a little pot of water. You all don't get it, y'all understand. They made the Antichrist. Get it? How? You always talk about how the Antichrist to take over the world and get him to be the leader of one world domination. He's already been here, and I've been telling you all that. I'm going to prove it once again. All the seeds in the world, most definitely, all the seeds, wherever a white man put his foot down on the ground, those seeds are GMO, man-made seeds. And they don't grow unless they have a certain type of fertilizer. That's why they're crying right now. There will be famine. Nations next year. Y'all don't get it here. Yes, the nations will get to the Middle East for war, but it's not going to be right now. Because your bellies ain't hungry yet. You ain't angry yet. So you have no food. This war is not going to end no time soon. Iran is going to lock down those 2 riverways. So the world have no choice but to go there and fight. Have to. But the seed, you can't. The Antichrist. Then you want to know how long the Antichrist? Just go back and look. Constantine stole our time, our reality of measurement, of existence. He made it into a lie. Constantine, the Roman Church. Now, they made it illegal. Y'all don't get it. To grow your food without that seed. And illegal to use any other fertilizer and incapable of growing anything. Well, that wasn't altered by them. African nations cannot grow their own country food, but they're the major producer of the food that the world eats. Here is the seeds, here is the manure. You have to grow this food, and you cannot grow food for your population. What do they have to go with Iran and the United States? Everything. Iran is losing a war right now that is impossible for her to lose. This has to be theater. Why would you walk a route of being non-productive from TV? All this going back and forth, all this blah, 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 is theater. And the last thing I want to leave you all with, something to think about. The United States attacked and bombed all these countries in the last calendar year. That means from today going back 1 year, the United States has killed people in all these countries. Yemen, Somalia, Nigeria, Venezuela, Syria, and Iran. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different countries. In this last year, the United States went in there and killed people. And why? Because there are certain countries that do not have a World Bank, a Rothschild Bank, where they don't really mess with the IMF. They can't get their hold into them in their society. And I'm going to name off these countries, and let's see how many of them, the United States, went to war and killed their society, or they're trying to go to war and kill their society right now. The arm of the Antichrist, the war part of the Antichrist machinery. That's what I'm talking about. Here are the countries: Cuba, North Korea, Afghanistan, Sudan, Iraq, and Iran. And that's who we're fighting with right now. You know what they did to Libya and Sudan in Afghanistan and in Iraq. We already know. They want to go to Cuba. They say they're going to Cuba next. Right away, they're going to run in there, and they can't get to North Korea, not to save their life. So North Korea is also something that we have to watch in this Antichrist situation. But Iran, what you doing? How can you fight for your life and your existence because somebody said they want to bomb you into the Stone Ages? Then they said they want to wipe your civilization off the earth. And when people tell you their true intent, you better believe them. You better believe them. Once they said that, and you ain't blowing up their ships, listen, Iran. I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this once, and I'm going to end right here. Stop looking for their approval. Iran, stop. As long as Mr. Trump can say something and you running here and there is trying to win something in the battle of TV and theater and public relationship, you're going to lose. Anytime you have to answer any of their questions, you're going to lose. You are losing. You was winning. I'm going to just tell you all right now, be quiet. Don't say another word. Put out a paper. Tel Aviv. All this in Tel Aviv, move out. Because next time Israel attack Lebanon, Tel Aviv is going to look like Palestine. Period. I just got the signal my time is up. Give me 1 second. I'm closing out right now. Tel Aviv, period. United States. If you go aggressive in any matter, United States, if you get aggressive in any way, any form, any fashion, I will sink your carrier. I already been in target lock. Your carrier. You know it, and I know it. I will sink her. We will be at war. In this type of war, you cannot and you will not win. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a nuclear test next week. Iran, you already got the bomb. And if you don't get one, borrow one. And blow it off. Blow one off in one of your deserts. Period. No explanation. Nothing. Don't talk. Be about it. If not, you will always be in this situation. If you want to be sovereign, be sovereign. And if you want to be a slave, be a slave. Stop the nonsense. And right now, what's going on, what you're doing, is totally nonsense. A barking dog do not bite. I say it again. A barking dog do not bite. And that's think. Only my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me or disagree with me. Whatever. It's just something for you all to think about. knowing when you're being played and what do not make sense. Nobody can walk into your house and dictate to you what you can do in your house, and you talking about you are sovereign, you're the master of your domain, you're the king of your house. No, you're not. Either you are or you are not. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody have a great day. Remember, Wednesday is Ask the Pastor. Thursday is Selfish Prayer Day. Come back. Everybody, please hit the likes. I really need you all to hit the likes. Hit the likes and join. And we are making big moves. Hopefully, next week I'll be in my studio. The process of transitioning and lifting up the quality, which I think the quality is all right. But I want to lift up the quality of the program, and I'm planning to be on this full time, 24/7 all the time. I'm going to be here with you all with prayer. Everybody have a great day.